In our last video, we looked out into the universe and asked a simple question. Where is everyone? We were met with silence, a terrifying, empty silence. But today, we are going to stop looking outward and start looking forward. We are going to ask a question that is perhaps even more terrifying. Where are we going? Look at us. We are the masters of the earth. We have split the atom, mapped the human genome, and connected billions of minds through a global web of glass fibers. We feel powerful. We feel advanced. But the universe operates on a scale of time and energy that makes our achievements look like the scribbles of a child. In 1964, the Soviet astronomer Nikolai Kardashev proposed a method to measure cosmic civilizations. He realized that a civilization's status isn't determined by its philosophy or its art. It is determined by one thing: energy. The more energy you can harness, the more godlike you become. Kardashev created a ladder of 3 steps: Type I, Type 2, and Type 3. So, where is humanity on this ladder? Are we a Type 1? No, we are not even on the ladder yet. We are roughly a Type 0.7. We are still burning dead plants, coal and oil dug up from the ground to keep our lights on. Cosmically speaking, we are still in the crib. But we are growing up fast, and the climb ahead of us is the most dangerous journey any species can undertake. Let's imagine we survive the next few hundred years. Let's imagine we take the first step. Type 1, the planetary civilization. A Type 1 civilization has mastered its home. Currently, humanity uses about 10 trillion watts of energy. To become Type 1, we need to harness about 100,000 times that amount. This means capturing all the solar energy that falls on our planet. What does life look like here? It looks like paradise. Energy is virtually free. We no longer burn fossil fuels. Instead, the oceans are lined with fusion reactors. The sky is filled with solar collectors. But the real change is control. A Type 1 civilization controls its planet's geology and atmosphere. We don't just predict the weather, we schedule it. Hurricanes are dissolved before they form. Earthquakes are neutralized by relieving pressure in tectonic plates. We become the immune system of the Earth. We stop fighting nature and become nature. Physicists like Michio Kaku believe we are currently undergoing the painful transition to Type 1. The Internet is the beginning of a Type 1 planetary communication system. The European Union, or the UN, are the messy beginnings of a Type 1 planetary economy. We are almost there, but the next step requires us to leave the rock we were born on. If a civilization survives for another few thousand years, they exhaust the energy of their planet. To grow, they must look up. They must look at the furnace in the center of their system. Type 2, the stellar civilization. The sun generates more energy in a single second than humanity has created in its entire history. A Type 2 civilization refuses to let that energy escape into the void. They build the ultimate megastructure, the Dyson sphere. Imagine a shell of solar collectors enclosing the entire star. This civilization now possesses the power of a star. With this energy, nothing in the solar system can harm them. If an asteroid is heading for Earth, they don't drill into it, they simply vaporize it. If they need more resources, they can disassemble a planet like Jupiter and use it for raw materials. They are immortal. Nothing known to science, except perhaps the death of the universe itself, can wipe them out. And finally, after hundreds of thousands of years, Type 3, the galactic civilization. This is where physics begins to look like magic. A Type 3 civilization controls the energy of an entire galaxy, billions of stars. They are not just travelers. They are gardeners of the galaxy. They might move solar systems into safer orbits to avoid black holes. They might harvest energy from supermassive black holes. To us, a Type 0.7 civilization, a Type 3 entity, wouldn't look like an alien. They would look like God. This brings us back to the haunting question. If the universe is billions of years old, and if it only takes a few million years to go from Type 1 to Type 3, where are they? We should see Dyson spheres blocking out the stars. We should hear their radio chatter. The silence suggests a barrier, a wall, a hurdle in evolution that is so difficult, almost no one survives it. This is the Great Filter. The filter suggests that all civilizations hit a bottleneck, and for us, there are two possibilities. One, the filter is behind us. Maybe the hard part was the beginning, the spark of life itself. If so, we are the lucky ones, the first ones. Or two, the filter is ahead of us. Maybe it is easy to build starships, but impossible to stop using them for war. Maybe every civilization that discovers nuclear energy eventually commits suicide. Maybe technology evolves faster than wisdom. We are currently a Type 0.7 civilization. We are in the most dangerous period of our history. We are like a toddler who has found a loaded gun. We have the power to destroy the Earth, but not yet the wisdom to save it. Climate change, nuclear war, artificial intelligence, these are our tests. This is our filter. The next 100 years will decide our fate. If we can learn to work together, to act as a Type 1 planetary society, the stars are waiting for us. We will become the gods we once worshipped. But if we fail, the silence of the universe will remain unbroken. The choice is ours, but let us indulge in a dream. Let's assume humanity passes the Great Filter. Let's assume we conquer the galaxy and become a Type 3 civilization. Is that the end? Is that the limit of our potential? Many theoretical physicists argue that the ladder goes higher, much higher. Beyond the galaxy lies Type 4, the universal civilization. A Type 4 entity spans the entire visible universe. They don't just manipulate stars, They manipulate the fabric of space-time itself. They harness dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating the expansion of the universe. A Type 4 civilization could travel through the universe instantaneously. They could potentially communicate with other Type 4s across the cosmic horizon. But their greatest feat would be survival. Eventually, our universe will run out of energy. The stars will burn out. The universe will freeze. A Type 4 civilization is the only thing that could prevent the heat death of the universe. They would be the architects of eternity. And then there is Type 5, the multiverse civilization. If the multiverse theory is true, if our universe is just one bubble in an infinite foam of realities, a Type V civilization has broken out of their bubble. They exist outside of our laws of physics. They can create universes in a laboratory. To a Type V entity, our entire reality, our history, our pain, and our triumphs would be nothing more than a science experiment on a shelf. We cannot comprehend them. They are not gods. They are the creators of gods. However, there is another path. A path not of expansion, but of introspection. Physicist John Barrow proposed that advanced civilizations might not go outward to the stars, they might go inward to the atom. This is the micro-dimensional scale. Instead of building Dyson spheres, we might build computer processors into the fabric of subatomic particles. We might upload our consciousness into a digital heaven. Why conquer a dead, cold universe when you can live in a simulated paradise where you control the laws of physics? Perhaps that is the answer to the Fermi Paradox. The aliens aren't silent because they are dead. They are silent because they are sleeping. ... They have uploaded themselves into a digital utopia, leaving the physical universe behind. Whether we expand to the multiverse or retreat into a digital dream, one thing is certain: we are the universe waking up. We are the only collection of atoms that has learned to look in the mirror and wonder, what am I? From a caveman staring at a fire to a Type V god holding the strings of the multiverse, the journey is long, but we have taken the first steps. We are the architects of the future. Let's make sure we survive long enough to build it.